Alright guys, thank you for joining me for another video. It is Friday, October 24th. It is going to be on video. It is going to be documented for the world to see. I have failed. I failed. I failed at life. I failed at ponds. I'm in a slump. Let's get into it. So I am at a point where I am going to admit defeat and failure on my koi pond project. It has turned into an absolute shit show. I wasted a whole lot of money, and I'm about to waste a whole lot more money. Wasted a lot of time, so much time. I got over a year just in this side, and I did this a couple years ago. So between the two, I at least got 2 years worth of effort and work in this. But you're gonna see things don't look good. Last time you guys seen this, the water was decently filled. It was filled almost up to the top on that side, which was still low, right? I still had probably a good 8 or 10 inches or so to go. You're gonna see a couple fish that are trapped on this side. I'm gonna use trap loosely because I didn't know what to do, so I had to start lightening the load. So I pulled some fish out of this side, put them over to that side after the water level already went down. And as you see here, I had to put some rocks because one of the fish, one of the babies that was born here, tried to jump back across and got stuck almost actually a little bit over halfway. And we thought it was dead. I came out to grab it, and then it must have bounced its way back. So what is going on? So I have tried to repair this leak 2 or 3 times. I've gotten it significantly better. We would lose this much in a day. I now have it to the point where we lose this much in a week. So it's significantly better than what it was, but it's a problem. We are getting ready to go into winter time, and as you can see, I have a whole lot of fish, and this is not ideal for these big fish, which is the whole reason why I was doing the pond expansion, right? So not only was this not ideal when it was up to level, it is less ideal when it is a foot or a foot and a half low on water with this amount of fish. So here's where the problem is. I can't fix this issue. This is an unfixable issue. So I'm kind of at a tough point. This is a full rip and replace job at this point. Everything, both sides. So it is Friday. I actually have a professional pond builder contractor coming out on Monday. He's going to be here for the whole week. He is completely ripping everything out. All of this is gone, right? He's ripping all the rocks out. He's taking the fish out. He's bringing a pool. Put all the fish in, put all my water, and ripping everything out. All my hard work gone. All the money I spent liners. I just spent $1,000 on this liner that's essentially going to get trashed. This $1,000, $1,200 for this liner is trashed. And he's redoing everything. So yeah, we're going to be putting a whole new single liner in. While he's here, he's going to fix the error of my ways, right? I'm going to be spending a whole lot of money. Whole lot of money I didn't want to spend before, that unfortunately is going to get spent now, that I really wasn't prepared for, but it's going to get done right. The silver lining in this is that every time I come out here, I won't be looking at a rock like, oh, I got to fix that, I got to fix this, right? You see liner over there because rocks fell, dog toppled in rocks. Like, it was a nice pond. Everybody that ever came over was absolutely enamored by the work, but it wasn't professional. And obviously this whole shit show here, I never finished because, right, what was the point of finishing if it's all going to come out? So yeah, that's kind of where we sit. So while he's here, right, there goes the thing. While you're in there, this is going to get more expensive. So he said, you know what? Have you ever thought about doing a bridge right there? And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of like why I have that area like that. Not only was it easier for creating the canal, but I always envisioned having a bridge here. So he was like, I could do a stone bridge for you, yada yada yada, right? And then we start talking. He's like, well, this is too sharp here. He goes, I would knock that area out. He goes, I would bring this whole channel down to ground level which I wasn't the most fond of at first because I still wanted the cave there, and I really do like this shallow area. However, right at the end of the day, if I got to pay somebody to come out and do it, I want things redone. So he's talking about knocking out there, maybe knocking out here a little bit, perhaps bringing these shelves down. Maybe I said, hey, could we maybe bring the pond all the way up to the patio on this side, and maybe all the way up to the patio on this side, and perhaps get some more space there. You know, again, kind of use your creativity. He's going to hide the piping. He's redoing all the piping, literally everything. He's going to be doing the waterfall. He's doing the capping around everything. This is going to look like a professionally made pond. He's going to bring everything up to level, fix all the errors of my ways, and then again, any other ways we can get some extra lineage in here, right? Because again, if I'm spending all the money, I don't ever want to touch this again. I want it to be enough for the fish, and in the future, right? So I will tell you now, it is a solid 22 to 2,500 gallons low right now. I just know because when I filled it up to almost the top of that white rock there that looks like a upside down backwards P, that rock, just as we were getting to the point of the top of that rock, that was 2,200 gallons from when it was a little bit lower. Or 23, something like that. So we're probably at least a solid 22 to 2,500 gallons low right now. So if we expand this a little bit more, right, cut some here, cut some there, cut some there, take out some shelves, do whatever he's going to do, we should be able to get a solid, you know, 3,000 plus extra gallons on top of what we have here, right? This should already probably be about 1,500 gallons, I'm guessing, where it's at. This is about 700, 750 maybe. So we should be jamming. So once he gets all that in, I'll show you guys some footage kind of as he's going. I'm probably going to be working from home most of while he's doing this. I'll grab a little bit of footage here and there, but that's what it is, right? So now I got to figure out some extra rocks. I'm going down to the rock yard today, see if we can get some extra rocks, because this stuff has never been ideal. So he's just going to try and work it all in with what I got. I'll add as I go and see how expensive this venture is going to get. So stay with me. This is not how I anticipated this going, but it's just kind of, it's the way it goes sometimes. So learn from my mistakes. Don't be cheap and think you could do it yourself, or if you do it yourself, understand your limits. I went well far and beyond my limits, and here's where we are. So catch me a little bit later and I'll show you guys how it's working out.